Well, good day, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between. My name's Demobza, and today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be looking at AmItheAsshole, which is basically a subreddit where people, you know, put out things they've done and seek for validation.
So let's just jump into it.
This post is by youth throwaway 3854647, and it is, am I the asshole for not wanting to feature my fiance's former significant other who passed away in our wedding? Trigger warning for loss and death. My fiance was engaged for about a month or so to his high school sweetheart when she passed away in a tragic freak accident. For many reasons, I don't want to get into how it happened, but it was no one's fault. This was maybe 6 years ago. Just for the purpose of the post, I'll call her Mandy. My fiance has been very open about this loss and how it has affected him throughout our relationship. I know he misses her, and the memories he has with her are very important and special. I don't want to take away anything or demean the relationship, and I've been there for him on hard days and supported him when he needed it. We got engaged last year, and the date is still to be announced, for obvious reasons. It was very emotional for both of us, and we're really happy. But since planning the wedding, I've been feeling I'm not only planning for myself, but for Mandy as well. It started as comments from his family, a lot of, "Oh, Mandy would have loved this" type of things. I brushed it off at first, and I thought it was a way of them processing grief. I have a great relationship with his family, but I know they loved Mandy too. When I went dress shopping, his mom and sister came. They kept talking to me about what dress Mandy would have worn, what they could see in her, etc. It may seem like nothing, but it really overtook the confidence, so much that another bridesmaid told me later that she felt uncomfortable for me. It turned from harmless comments into focusing what should be a very special event for me into reminiscing over Mandy. My latest project has been compiling old photos of me and my fiance for a slideshow at the reception or rehearsal dinner, we haven't decided yet. He told me there's something he's been wanting to ask me. He really wants to include some kind of in memory of Mandy in our wedding and thinks the slideshow would be a perfect place. At this point, I was, and still am, fed up with the Mandy comments taking over our wedding. I sternly told him that no, I don't think this would be appropriate, as this is our wedding and we should focus on us. We are having a table with pictures of loved ones. We have a table with pictures of loved ones who passed, and she will be featured there. He told me he doesn't think that's enough to honor her memory. He wants to incorporate her in a bigger way, as she never got to her dream wedding. He also thinks it would be a sweet surprise for Mandy's parents, who are invited since he is still really close to them. I did lose my cool, I will admit. I told him honestly how I felt about the Mandy situation taking over our wedding and how uncomfortable I am with this. I also asked him if he could ask his family to limit the Mandy comments at our wedding, since now I'm afraid the whole wedding will be focused on her. I told him that I need time away to think and have been staying at my parents' house, but we've still been talking. Am I the asshole? Am I overreacting? In this case, I don't think OP is the smooth brain or asshole here. She's clearly just speaking her words out, and yeah, it's her wedding. She should be doing what it should be about them, not someone from the past. Let me know what you think in the card in the top right corner. This next post is from user throwaway_s137 and is, am I the asshole for basically letting my sister eat something she was allergic to? My 22 female, younger sister, 19 female, is a notorious food thief. You put something in the fridge, it usually doesn't take long for her to go in and eat it. It's super frustrating, as she ends up eating not only my treats and cakes, but basically anything that I would look forward to eating, but also things I've bought for work, so lunch, items, and drinks. 2 days ago, I was gifted a cake from a student. It was delicious and beautifully made. As usual, I had to think about where I keep my cake, as I knew once it was unattended, my sister would no doubt eat some of it or all of it. Then I realized the cake contained traces of nuts, something my sister is mildly allergic to. Normally, I put little post-it notes on my food, which I usually find in the trash after my sister has eaten the item. This time though, I forgot about the note and put the cake in the fridge. Within an hour, I heard a commotion downstairs and found my sister having an allergic reaction to my cake. It was bad enough for her to break out into hives and her lips and tongue were swelled. Now I'm getting blamed for 1. Bringing home food that can cause my sister a reaction. 2. Not clearly labeling the cake when everyone knows that my sister eats everything in the fridge. I told my sister it's her fault, but my mum's blaming me because she knows I know what my sister is like, so that I should have kept it out of the fridge. Edit. I didn't intentionally not label the cake to let my sister know it contained nuts. My sister drives me crazy, but I wouldn't purposely cause her a medical issue. I honestly forgot to. I put it in the fridge as it was hot, and then got called outside. Completely distracted. I forgot all about it. Completely distracted. I forgot about it altogether until I heard the commotion of my sister's allergy. In this case, I don't think OP is the asshole. She just kept her food in the fridge. In fact, it's her sister who's the one in the wrong here, as her sister should have at least, known not to eat everything in the fridge, especially with a nut allergy. It's not a good idea to just eat everything. What do you think? Leave your views in the postcard things or in the comments below. And that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed. So it's a bit of a shorter one. I was just experimenting, and yes, I know the 2 readings sounded completely different. That's because I recorded them on different days. I apologize if it sounded terrible. This is my first time doing something like this. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and doopy dappity dap. And bye.
We all got internet personas. We hide behind.